Ladies and gentlemen, good day, it's Badger from Oz, and welcome to a Madden NFL 20 fixture release video for Season 2 for the Detroit Lions. After crushing the number one team in the AFC, the Houston Texans, with a 12-4 record, 28-0 in the Super Bowl, Detroit completed the perfect season. We are not going to do this preseason crap, so let's simply head to the regular season. And then we'll check how we did in the remember, preseason games do not count towards the streak. I like the blue and red. You know, so 4 preseason weeks, which is like 3 games, I think. Okay, schedule. Preseason. Okay, so 4 preseason games. Okay, so we beat Tampa Bay by 11 points, then we lost to Washington by 5, losing to Chicago by 3, and then losing to Packers. Remember, this does not count towards the streak. So technically, won a 19-game win streak. Without further ado, oh, Rams and Seats. The winner of this game will be that much closer to a playoff run. It's only week 1. Let's see. So as this video is going up, it will have already been the transactions. Okay, let's look at the transactions. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's see North. Okay. If you want to pause this, like, go ahead and be my guest, but honestly, I'm not going to read all of this. Anyway, let's do this, the more important stuff. Let's see, who is opening the brand new season? Let me see. It's going to be Jets versus the Chiefs, so there's no first night game to open the season. In real life, like, oh wait, yes there is. So it's going to be Lions versus Bears. Oh, that's going to be on Fox. Thursday night on Fox. So it's going to be versus Chicago. So we're not going to be playing Chicago on the Thanksgiving. Yeah. That one will be on Fox Sports. No, it won't be on Fox Sports because it's the first game of the season. It's going to be on NBC. Ah, the season kickoff's always on NBC, I just realised. Yeah, Thursday nights, this time was on NBC. Chicago choked in the previous season. They was 5-1 and 6-3 at one stage, and they just collapsed completely. And then the Sunday night football game also on NBC. It will be Houston versus Buffalo. The Super Bowl runners up. That'll be on NBC, and then you got a double hit on ESPN. It's Cleveland versus Pittsburgh, and you've got Denver versus the LA Chargers. So at this stage, Washington, they're no longer called the Redskins. They're now called the football team. Okay, week 2. Who will get the next Thursday night game? First night game, it will be New York Jets versus Miami on Fox. As for the Lions, they get another home game, or do they? Hang on, let me double check again. Yes, they do get another home game. So yeah, it will be Detroit versus Carolina on Fox. And last but not least, we've got... Yeah, I've got to write down, it's on Fox. Did we versus Carolina before? Oh no, that was Madden NFL 21. Ah, okay. And Sunday Night Football, it's Green Bay versus Chicago on NBC. And Monday Night Football will be Cincinnati versus Houston. So, a couple of marquee matchups already for the Super Bowl runners-up. Week 3 will kick off between Denver and Kansas City on Fox. Detroit. They're getting 3 home games already. That's interesting. We're going to have a really weird schedule, and it's going to start with Green Bay. That will be on Fox, as per usual. What is Sunday Night Football, you reckon? This is going to take longer than other reviews, because, I need to catch things up. Sunday, football, it'll be Chicago versus Carolina on NBC. They're getting a few primetime matches with They're getting a primetime match for the Bears. And Monday, it'll be Seattle versus Arizona in the NFC West Showdown on ESPN on Monday Night Football. Week 4. Oh, we do get a Super Bowl rematch, but first let's look at New Orleans versus Atlanta and an NFC South Showdown. First Night Football on Fox, NFL Network and Fox. Then on Sunday night, it's Houston versus Detroit in a Super Bowl rematch. And that will be on NBC. It'll be primetime too. So hopefully they're doing well. And it's the Green Bay versus the LA Rams. Monday Night Football on ESPN. Week 5, what have you got for me? We'll kick things off with the Super Bowl. Oh, a short turnaround, a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl runs up. Houston get some more primetime matches. They host Tennessee in an AFC South Showdown on Fox. And Detroit, happily, they get another... Oh, wow, we're taking on Green Bay twice in 3 weeks. So 3 home games and 2 consecutive road games. Interesting how they fixed the schedule about. And so it'll be Green Bay versus Detroit Sunday Night Football on NBC because the NFL rocks on NBC. And on Monday night, it will be Indianapolis versus Cleveland on ESPN. Let's check out week 6. And it's going to be Chicago versus Minnesota in the NFC North Showdown. Thursday Night Football on Fox. And then Sunday, the first game of the Sunday, it's going to be Tampa Bay versus Detroit. So 3 consecutive road games. After starting the season with 3 home games, they start the season with 3 road games. That one will be on Fox Sports. Didn't Detroit... I'm pretty sure Detroit took on Tampa Bay last season. Yes, week 15. This time Tampa Bay are the home team. Sunday Night Football, it will be Seattle versus New England. The rematch of Super Bowl in 2015. That will be on NBC. Last but not least, another primetime game for the Houston Texans. This time they're on the road against the LA Chargers on ESPN. Week 7. Oh, 4 consecutive road games? Why would you get 4 consecutive road games? It's really weird how they fixed the schedule. But first, let's look at the first night game. It's going to be New England versus Arizona. First Night Football on Fox Sports. And Sunday Night Football, it will be Philadelphia versus Detroit. Philadelphia will be hosting Detroit for the second year in a row. This time it's going to be Sunday night prime time on NBC. So by this stage, Detroit will have already had 4 NBC matches 4 primetime matches. But they deserve it. But it's really weird. 3 consecutive home games, and then 4 consecutive road games. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yes, but we're back at home at week 8, so this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so who was the Monday night game? Alright, so it's going to be New Orleans versus Dallas. That's a matchup I don't often see. It is Monday Night Football on ESPN. Week 8. Yes, Detroit are at home this time. We're not going to do this. I don't think we're going to do cross-flexing or any of that like that. So, but first, let's look at the first night game. Another primetime game for the Texans, as you'd expect them to get. It's an AFC South rivalry game between Houston and Jacksonville. Thursday Night Football on Fox Sports and the NFL Network. And Sunday afternoon, it's Detroit versus Minnesota on Fox. Then you've got Sunday Night Football between Dallas and the LA Rams on NBC. And Monday, an all-rivalry game between Philadelphia and San Francisco on ESPN. Let's look at week 9. See what we've got. First Night Football on NFL Network and Fox. It's Arizona versus Miami. An interesting matchup. That will be on Fox. Sunday Night Football. Okay. So we've got another Sunday night game. So yet another one. And again against New Orleans. A rematch of the... Oh no, it wasn't a rematch. No, it wasn't a rematch. I'm getting confused with Madden NFL 21. Yeah. Anyway, up against New Orleans. It's New Orleans versus Detroit. Sunday Night Football on NBC. The NFL rocks on NBC. Yes, please. They got 5 games. The first 9 weeks, they got 5 games on NBC. And 4 of them are on a Sunday night. So 4 in 6 weeks. And Monday Night Football, it's Indianapolis versus Jacksonville in an AFC South game on ESPN. What has week 10 got for us? What have you got for us? What have you got, buddy? Oh, what's this? We don't play week 10. Okay, that's alright. So the bye week is later. So it makes even more sense. So we're still going to talk about the week 10. Thursday Night Football on NFL Network and Fox. It's New York. I almost said GT Western. It's New York Giants versus Cincinnati. That's on Fox Sports. Thursday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, it's the LA Rams taking on Philadelphia on NBC. And Monday, an NFC North showdown. Monday night, NFC North showdown between Chicago and Green Bay on ESPN. Now, week 11 kicks off on Thursday Night Football. It's Miami versus Cincinnati on NFL Network and Fox. Sunday afternoon, Detroit have another road game. Then they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguar Gator 9's favourite team in the NFL. That game will be on Fox because Detroit are the road team. Sunday Night Football, it will be Green Bay versus the Super Bowl runners-up, the number 1 team in the AFC, Houston Texans. Another prime time for the Texans. You'll have to see it. Same with the Lions. That will be Sunday Night Football on NBC. Cross-conference. Then another cross-conference matchup on Monday Night Football. It's Denver versus New Orleans on ESPN. I'm sad to see this fixture is coming to an end, but hey. Yeah, I like sorting things out. Element of surprise. Okay. Oh, Thanksgiving? Yes, please. Okay. Now, Detroit will have Thanksgiving in week 12. And they'll be hosting the Indianapolis Colts. And because the Colts are the road team, it'll be on CBS. Cleveland also the road team. But because Detroit had the Fox game last year, they have to go for a CBS one. So yeah, it's a Thanksgiving triple header. Stuffing yourself with turkey. as Norbert says, turkey ass. Wait, who says turkey ass? I don't know. It will be Detroit versus Indianapolis on Thursday afternoon on CBS Sports. And Thursday twilight, it will be Dallas versus Cleveland on Fox Sports. And Thursday night football, it will be Miami versus San Francisco. All three cross-conference clashes. And this one will be on NBC because NFL works on NBC. And on Sunday night football, it will be New England versus the LA Rams. The rematch of Super Bowl 2019. Super Bowl 53. And that's going to be on NBC. And you've got Monday Night Football. It's Buffalo versus the LA Chargers on ESPN. 5 more matches to go. 5 weeks. Let's see. I'll kick things off. I thought it said bouncy castle. But it doesn't. So in the NFC South showdown between Thursday Night Football, NFC South showdown between New Orleans and Tampa Bay on NFL Network and Fox Sports. And then on Sunday afternoon, Detroit get another home game. And this time, it will be against Tennessee. Yes, Detroit will host Tennessee. That will also be on CBS because Tennessee's the road team. Sunday Night Football. It's between the LA Rams and the Washington Football Team. Oh no, that's not Sunday Night Football. I got the wrong one. Sunday Night Football is a clash of conferences. It's Indianapolis versus Green Bay on NBC. And on Monday Night Football, it's Seattle versus Dallas on ESPN. Week 14, what have you got for me? Oh, okay, good one. And it's going to be Minnesota versus Detroit on NFL Network and Fox Sports. Just write it down. And Sunday Night Football, another NFC South rivalry game between New Orleans and Carolina on NBC. And Monday Night Football, it's Cincinnati versus Cleveland in AFC North Football on ESPN. 3 weeks to go. Alright, so guys have been generously given some primetime games. Thursday Night Football on NFL Network and Fox. It will be Tennessee versus Jacksonville in an AFC South showdown on NFC Network and NFL Network and on Fox. I don't know why I said NFC. Sunday twilight game. It will be a Sunday twilight game between Detroit and Seattle. A rematch of the NFC Championship. And once again, Detroit are the home team. So that's going to be another marquee matchup. You can catch that game on Fox. They flogged them in the NFC Championship. Okay, Sunday Night Football. It's Green Bay at Dallas on NBC. In real life, with these two teams matched up in the playoffs, I think it was the 2024 playoffs or 2020. I don't bloody know. Monday, it will be New England versus Denver. Monday Night Football on ESPN. Now we bring on the second last week of the season. Got to see it. First Night Football on NFL Network and Fox. It will be Green Bay versus New Orleans. Let's see. Where's the Lions? I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Sunday Twilight Showdown. And Detroit have another home game. And this time they're playing against Atlanta. No, that one will be on Fox Sports. Sunday Night Football, it's New York Jets versus Arizona on NBC. And Monday Night Football, it's Seattle versus the New York Giants on ESPN. And the final week, we won't have a floating fixture because why the hell should I? So no Thursday night games. So here we go. So the Bears, believe it or not, have a surprise last round fixture. Starts with the Bears, ends with the Bears. You'll have to sit. Up against Chicago on Fox Sports. I love this schedule. I really do. God damn. You have to see it. I think the primetime game stops until week 14. Yeah, so Chicago versus Detroit on Fox. Sunday night. There's no Monday Night Football either. So the season will end on Sunday Night Football on NBC. It will be Indianapolis versus Houston. Houston gets quite some primetime matches, and that's what they deserve. That's what they need. That's on NBC. NFL Rocks on NBC. Now, recapping Detroit's schedule. Thursday Night Football, Detroit versus Chicago. Then you got Sunday Afternoon Football, Detroit versus Carolina. Then you got Sunday Afternoon Football, Week 3 Sunday Afternoon Football, Detroit versus Green Bay. Week 4 is Sunday Night Football, Houston versus Detroit. Week 5 Sunday Night Football, it's Green Bay versus Detroit. Week 6 Sunday Afternoon Football, Tampa Bay versus Detroit. Week 7 Sunday Night Football, Philadelphia versus Detroit. So that's 3 Sunday Night Football games in 4 weeks. Week 8 Sunday Afternoon Football, Detroit versus Minnesota. Week 9 Sunday Night Football, New Orleans versus Detroit. Week 10 is a bye week. Week 11 Sunday Afternoon Football, Jacksonville versus Detroit. Week 12 Thursday afternoon Thanksgiving football, Detroit versus Indianapolis. Week 13, I don't know why I said Wednesday. Week 13 Sunday afternoon football, Detroit versus Tennessee. Week 14 Thursday night football, Minnesota versus Detroit. Week 15 Sunday twilight, Detroit versus Seattle. Week 16 Sunday twilight, Detroit versus Atlanta. And Sunday, week 17, Sunday afternoon, it'll be Chicago versus Detroit. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching this video. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. And before we go, we're going to shoot for the stars. Will be conservative. That will be revealed in Season 2. So, yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.